Islam and peace and blessings. Let's try this, everybody. To the sovereign citizens, the UCC patriots, even to the Moors, right? Okay. The United States is good at semantics. They play with words. It's called liberal arts. It's one of seven grammar. It's one of seven liberal arts. Okay. When y'all say y'all sovereign citizens, y'all don't understand what y'all saying. You're saying you're an American citizen. Those are only sovereign citizens over here. Nowhere in history has there been anything called a sovereign citizen. You're saying you're an American citizen, because that's the only way you can be sovereign is if you're American. Now, look at it like this. By their legal definition, Federal Directive number 15, Federal Directive number 15, white is not a skin color, it's a legal definition. It means any of the indigenous peoples of the Middle East, Northern Africa, or Europe. The Moors are more white than anyone over here. Now, by legal definition, Federal Directive number 15, American. To be American, you have to be indigenous. That's why they made all y'all U.S. citizens. They took y'all nationality. Y'all not Americans. They told y'all anybody born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction of are citizens of the United States and residents of the state in which they reside. First and foremost, no one over here was born in the damn United States. Everyone was born in America. It's just a wordplay game. But because you agreed to be born in the United States through the birth certificate system, okay, now they took your American nationality. You're not American. You're a U.S. citizen. What's the difference? After 1934, when they did that New Deal, right, Franklin Delano Roosevelt did 3 terms in office, not 2 like everybody else. In his 3rd term, they enacted 18 USC Section 7, 18 United States Code Section 7. And in there they said, anytime you're on federal land, whether it's in a federal court, FDIC insured bank, federal, what they call a Con Air, federal, anytime you're on federal property, right, you're under the special maritime and territorial jurisdiction of the United States. Just look the statute up I just said. That's why they got the gold fringes on their flag. So you was actually born, according to that statute, you was not born on the land. You're not no American. You was born under the special maritime and territorial jurisdiction of the United States. You see how slick they is with words? Because anybody with common sense knows no one over here was born in the United States. You was born in America. You are an American citizen. That's what makes you a sovereign citizen. But to be American, their statutory law, the legal definition I just told you to look up, Federal Directive number 15, says you have to be indigenous. That's why the Moors always stress the descent. Because you can say you're American, right? They're going to ask you, okay, what's your descent then? That's the very next question. Because for you to be American, you have to be... And they tricked the natives and everybody. When they did that 1934 thing, right, they did what's called, what's up, big bro? Native, they did the Tribal Reorganization Act. Made all the tribes reincorporate, and Congress became their trustees. So now they got Social Security numbers and all that too. Y'all gotta stop. And they don't know to say they Choctaw American, Chickasaw American, Cherokee American. They say they Native American. Okay, what's your descent? Y'all keep letting these people trick y'all. Even all the Asiatics in America. They don't say they're American. All of y'all are American. America, the land is sovereign. You're American. You was born in America. That's what a sovereign citizen is. But you have to have a descent. You have to have a nationality. That's what they call it. How are you Native American or Indigenous American? Because Native American don't mean nothing for real. How are you indigenous to America? Oh, I'm Moorish American. How are you indigenous to? Oh, I'm British American. But they declared their independence from their sovereign, right? So they don't have no descent no more, remember? They declared their independence using their God-given rights. So they don't have no nationality, so they made it to where you don't need them. If you're not American, if you're not an American citizen, you're not no sovereign citizen. Because you're saying, y'all just don't know what y'all saying. Y'all being miseducated, misled. You're an American citizen. That's what a sovereign citizen is. If you're not no American citizen, you're not sovereign, period. And then, I'm going to jump off subject right quick. I had a few phone calls, right? People talking about they had this and that in a trust. And then whoever the state or whoever took it. And listen, that means you had no idea what you was doing. You didn't set up your trust correctly. Because the law says a trust cannot be contested. The court can't contest it, nobody. So if your trust was contested, you had no idea what you were doing. And it's just that simple. And I wanted to talk to you about something else. No, I'm going to do that the next video. I just want to explain what a sovereign citizen is to y'all. Y'all actually saying y'all American citizens. See, by y'all not being American, once they take you into their Admiralty and Maritime jurisdiction, that's why all FBI agents, y'all ain't noticed that? All FBI agents say they special agents. Because they are. Because they're operating under special maritime and territorial jurisdiction in the United States. That's why they're special agents. But that's the only jurisdiction they have. See, the Moors looking at that treaty wrong, too. That's a maritime and commercial treaty. The only jurisdiction we gave them was commerce. That's why they're under special maritime and territorial jurisdiction in the United States. And commercial jurisdiction. That's the only jurisdiction we gave them. But there's something else I wanted to tell y'all about that jurisdiction thing. Let me see. You American citizen, I said that part. But you got to proclaim your nationality. They took everybody's nationality using commerce. It don't matter. I'll think of it in my next video. I'm about to do a video right now and explain to y'all in actuality what is law and equity, because I think y'all got a misunderstanding of that too. Law and equity.